What social media plays in big data? It is estimated that by 2020, the accumulated volume of big data has reached 44 trillion gigabytes. With such an enormous amount of data available, marketers can utilize it to get actionable insights for framing efficient social media marketing strategies. Digital transformation requires identifying accurate data sources in an organization to capitalize on great volumes of data and generate insights that can foster its growth. What is big data? The term big data refers to any dataset that is difficult to manage by traditional database systems and too large to process on a single server. Sometimes others use this simply to say a lot of data, and sometimes it turns out it doesn't have to be large. What's considered as big for one company may be small for another, and what's large scale today will likely seem small size in some years. 1,000 terabytes now, it's a petabyte, and 1,000 petabytes is a zettabyte. According to Doug Laney of Gartner, characterization of big data consists in 3 B's: volume, velocity, and variety. Volume is the great amounts of data generated every second in the digitized world. Velocity referring to the speed in which data is generated and moved from one point to another. Variety refers to the different forms in which data comes in: text, voice, images, etc. And many other V's get added depending on the context. Veracity refers to the quality of data. Valence, this is how big data can bond with each other, making connections between datasets. And value, big data must have value from insights. These are dimensions that define big data, and that is huge amounts of data in different formats and quality that must be processed fast. Understanding these characteristics is important. The goal of collecting and processing big data is gaining sense of trends, hidden patterns, and insights to support decision-making. Social media big data. Social media and market data are examples of high-velocity data. Social media big data is used by marketers to plan for future social media campaigns by learning everything they need to know about their potential customers. Businesses can utilize big data to analyze the choices of people and achieve personalization of message, decision-making, effectiveness of campaigns, and product insights. Now, big data is generated by people. Unstructured data doesn't have a predefined data model. It's text-heavy and contains numbers, dates, facts, and frequently requires the use of a data mining tool. This type of data usually is generated by people and has several challenges. Industry is seizing tech and centered around open source big data frameworks, and big data tools are designed to manage unstructured information and analyze it. An example is Hadoop. This tool is used to process large datasets, clustering multiple computers to analyze datasets in parallel and more quickly. There are different types of data for audiences. First-party data, information you yourself have collected about your audience, directly from customers, used in a privacy-safe and responsible way. Second-party data is essentially someone else's first-party data, arrangement with trusted partners who are willing to share their customer data with you. And third-party data, data these large companies provide is typically purchased on a large scale from publishers. How to empower marketing with first-party data. Identifiable store transactions and CRM email database. Prospecting similar audiences, interest-based and contextual audiences, and share audiences between platforms and channels for multi-touch influence. Big data processing and management. There are a widely variety of platforms that can help you with business analytics and big data processing. One of the most used solutions on big data management is Google Cloud Platform's enterprise data warehouse, BigQuery, which facilitates storage and analysis of great data volume. These are some of the questions we can resolve with a big data management platform. Which is the lifetime value of my online and offline customers? Which customers are more to make cart abandonment and never buy again? Which products are most likely to be bought by the customers? How to analyze 3 years of data for creating a predictive model on future product launches? How can I create an attribution model for the company? To start any big data process, a data lake is essential for data collection, storage, and processing. Data lake refers to a repository of data that brings together a variety of data available, such as structured data, relational, semi-structured data that can be XMLs or JSONs archives, and unstructured images, audio, video, etc. Successful use of social media big data. Let's look at some examples of applications big data is allowing us to imagine and build models with higher precision results. Big data enables you to hear the voice of each consumer, as opposed to the consumers at large. Many companies such as Walmart and Target use this information to personalize their communications with customers and turns into better consumer experiences and happier customers. Applied social media big data has enabled personalized marketing. Consumers are generating publicly accessible data through social media sites like Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Data such as purchase history, what they have searched, what they have watched, where they have been, and what they're interested in through likes and shares. Netflix and other companies use analytics to analyze preferences of their consumers. It generates original products and personalized content based on the audience data, having a good response, expanding catalogs and productions. Also, companies use sentiment analysis of the positive or negative feelings around events and products with product reviews, likes, and comments. Brands use this to understand the preferences of their consumers. There are challenges in working with data generated by people at large scale and speed. Moreover, there are emerging technologies that offer solutions to generate value from social media networks and other social platforms. Businesses need a holistic strategy to process large-scale data at the most effective way, and most acquire methods for collecting, processing, reporting, analyzing all social media big data, and share consumer insights with value for the business.